Hello, it's Julie Davison from juliedavison.com. Welcome to Thursday Night Stamp Therapy. I'm so happy that you're here with me, and it's actually not Thursday, it's Friday. Thank you so much for your patience in moving our live stream back a day. Yesterday, we had an unexpected loss, and our one of our two beagles crossed the Rainbow Bridge, and it was very sudden and unexpected. But it was also very quick and peaceful, and for that, I'm thankful. I'm not going to cry. I just want to thank everyone for their comments on Facebook and here on the YouTube chat for all your love and support. I'm so overwhelmed by all of your messages. I haven't had a chance to read them all yet, but I just want to thank you for your love. Okay, speaking of love, we're going to take a look at some new products. I'm so excited. This is the second year now that Stampin' Up! Has been doing online exclusives, and so this is happening every other month. So we have, well, is that right? Well, no, online exclusives are every 4 months. The idea is that there is brand new products being released every other month. So in September, we just had our brand new September through December mini catalog, and there are still so many amazing things to show you in there. But in November, we're going to have some more great product, not as big as a whole mini catalog, but just some new products, a lot of which I'm going to show you tonight. and then we'll just keep doing that. Like every 2 months we'll have a new release, and it just is going to go back and forth between printed in the catalog and online exclusives. And so there's still so many online exclusives. And I think the thing I love the most about online exclusives is that it's not tied to like a catalog period. So we don't have to say goodbye in 4 months to these amazing products. We get to use them, you know, for months and months and months, and some they're available for different periods of time. So we just saw some stuff in the clearance rack that was available as an online exclusive from last March. So that was like over a year. So it's really exciting to have all these new products, and I'm super excited. So if you're a demonstrator, you can pre-order the online exclusives right now. And if you are a customer, you'll have to wait until November 5th. Then all of these things that I'm going to show you tonight will be available. However, if you're not a demonstrator yet, you can get all of these products that I'm showing you tonight in your starter kit. And oh my gosh, Stampin' Up! Is having a special this month, and so you get an extra $30 in your starter kit, which means you get $155 in product for only $99 plus tax. It's such an amazing deal. So if you've been thinking about joining my team, there are so many more perks to just getting extra product in the starter kit. My team has so much fun. We're having our monthly team meeting tomorrow morning, and I love to give away prizes every month, so I have a lot of prizes to give away tomorrow. Another perk of being on my team is you get to participate in our monthly team Zooms, and that happens alternating Tuesdays and Wednesdays once a month, and it is just show and tell, chatting, time to just be with each other and be creative, and we do a mystery stamping project. And then another perk that I love about our team, well, first of all, we have a really awesome Facebook community. I didn't mention that, but that was part of the meeting. The meetings are on Facebook, and we just have such a great community there of sharing, and we just have so much fun celebrating each other. But then another perk is it just went out of my head. Oh, the back pocket card layouts. I talked about those last time when I shared the kit. These go in my monthly kits. So if you shop with me every month, you get one. But all of my team members, all 3 levels, get the back pocket card layouts automatically in the mail. So I'm mailing out the cards from this last quarter to everyone who met their quarterly minimum. And if you're pending right now and you meet your quarterly minimum, I'll still send it to you after that. So anyway, those are just a few of the perks of being on my team. I know I've got some team members joining in, and so I'd love for you to jump in. What are some of the things you love about being on our team? I've got links in the video description for more information about joining as a demonstrator, and a link, I think, to sign up as a demonstrator. So if that's something you'd like to chat about, I would love to chat with you and answer any questions that you have. Okay, so online exclusives happening now. Today in this, I'm going to do an unboxing. I'm going to show you unboxing. It's a Julie style unboxing. I've already unboxed it all. I'm just going to show it all to you. And then we're going to make 3 projects using these new online exclusives. But there's some other fun stuff to tell you about that's happening this month. And so don't let me forget to tell you all of that. But let's start with this new one. I was talking about love, and so grateful for your love and support. And this new suite is all about love. This is the, what is this called? Hearts of Elegance bundle, and the marbled elegance. Ooh, the marbled elegance suite. And so this suite, the online exclusives, includes several different things. First of all, that Hearts of Elegance bundle, and of course, we think of Valentine's Day for hearts. We got the Happy Valentine's Day sentiment in there. My heart belongs to you, love you, sending lots of love, be mine, and the hearts and the flowers. And I love the dies because there are so many different size hearts that are just so amazing. We got some stitch detail in here, as well as just some outline hearts that kind of layer on top of each other. And as I'm thinking about the sentiment, sending lots of love, I am thinking about, oh my gosh, all of my friends and all of the people who've been affected by Hurricane Helene. It is just devastating to see images of the mudslides and the water damage and the homes that have just literally been wiped away. I'm sure you guys, I'm sure your hearts are breaking as mine is. And so sending lots of love. I am sending lots of love to all of you who I'm sure you're not watching at home if you're dealing with that kind of devastation, but if your family or friends are affected by that, sending lots of love to everybody. Okay. What else was I going to say? So anyway, lots of uses for the hearts that are not just for Valentine's Day. I'm going to get upset all over again. Okay, this suite includes this amazing designer paper. Have you guys ever done a paint pour? It's where you you have a canvas and then you put paint in these cups and you just layer it. Like you put the white and the pink and then red and then white and then and there's some other things that you can add, like glycerin or something that adds a little bubbles. And then you literally tip it over and you pour the paint out and it creates these amazing images. And so that is how this designer paper was created. The designers at Stampin' Up did paint pours, and there's a video that's going to come out in November that will show you the designers talking about how they created, and they actually show the process of the paint pour. It's so cool. The gold foil then was added digitally afterwards, and so I just love that gold foil on there. We've got lots of pinks and reds. I do wonder though if the red is a little too murder scene. I mean, the gold is less murder scene, and I think that helps, but doesn't the red, doesn't it look a little... Anyway, the other side, we've got some great sort of monochromatic patterns that are really terrific just for all kinds of occasions, not just for Valentine's Day. We've got this sort of leaf pattern, the flowers on the pink. Here's some hearts, another little design, some stripes, some sort of splatter and distress, and the same thing in a different color. Now the colors here, although we just pulled all the reds and pinks from the Stampin' Up color family. We have Cherry Cobbler, Real Red, Melon Mambo, Flirty Flamingo, Petal Pink, and of course that gold foil. Another part of the suite are some more gold accents. We've got these heart adhesive backed heart sequins, and I love that they are flat. I wish that they were a little deeper in their heart shape, but I think they also could be used as petals. You could make a little petal, like a gold flower. And then also we've got this gold twisted thread. This is literally all straight from the box. I started prepping these projects an hour or two ago, so I haven't had a chance to create any additional samples for you yet. Another part of this suite is the gift bags combo pack, and there's small ones and large ones. And just to give you a size comparison, here is a stamp case. So this looks like it is about the width of a card base, and this one probably 3 inches. So there's 16, 8 of each size, and then you can die cut the hearts and kind of create some fun things. So they did design the heart dies to fit on the bags just right, and so I think that's really fun. I also saw in the sample video where they took and die cut a window out of the heart, or out of the bag, a heart window out of the bag. And so just a tip for that, if you're going to create a window out of your bag, you would take your die and put the die cutting side up so that you're only cutting through one surface. So you'd, can kind of get that in there just right. And maybe even use some of that tape to kind of hold it down. But this way, when you're cutting, you're only cutting through the top instead of cutting all the layers. Like if you turn it around, then you're cutting everything. And so, yeah, cutting it that way creates a window. Let me just run it through the machine really quick, and let's take a look at what that looks like. Am I centered? Let's see if I can center that a little better. Like holding it up to my lights to see. Maybe go down just a little bit. Okay, ooh, here we go. Ooh. Okay, so that was really tight. I think because there's so many layers to this bag. And so unfortunately what you see is some texture. Maybe it doesn't come across on camera, but my bottom plate is so used that it transferred, because it was so tight, it transferred that texture to the bag. And so now the bag has some texture on it, but pretty cool, huh? And then you can put like a window sheet or something in there, or some designer paper, and kind of back that up. But I don't know, I kind of like the texture. It's not so bad. Okay, so fun little tip there if you want to cut a window in your bag, and that'll be fun to play with later. All right, so let's make a card, yeah? You guys know one of my favorite things to do when a new catalog or new products come out is that I love to case the catalog. Well, there is not a catalog to case. However, there are some project ideas online for the online exclusives. And so if you look at the product pages, you're going to find some samples there. And there was one in particular for this one that I thought was really fun. And put that there. It was this here. So it is actually not like using the red paper at all. They used a little bit of the wood grain paper from the Country Woods. And then they stamped on it with the flowers and the leaves, and did like a pool party, coastal cabana. And I don't know how well you can see it, but there's another stitched heart in the center here. So we have sort of like this window and then an extra heart. Well, I love this thought and this idea, but of course we gotta use some of this designer paper. So we are going to copy and selectively edit this amazing project from Stampin' Up! Concept Artists and create our own version of it. So I did want to use some of that amazing designer paper, and I am using the murder scene one. I can't call this murder scene paper. Oh, I'm gonna get in trouble. Okay. I shouldn't even say that word. Oh my gosh, that's not good. Okay. So we have our designer paper here. This is 4 inches by 5 1/4 to fit on the front of our card. And I have pre-cut a heart out of the center. And so actually I thought I would turn it around and use the other side of it to kind of add a little bit more texture there. So then I have die cut one of these detailed hearts. Look at that. Is that fun? I love all that stitching. I used some other new paper that is coming out with these online exclusives. It is brushed gold and silver cardstock, and it comes with 6 sheets, 3 of the gold and 3 of the silver. And so it kind of has that built-in texture, like I ran it through my Big Shot with the bad plates. And it is so much fun. So I use this gold paper to do the heart, and I just thought that is really going to make the gold in the designer paper kind of pop out. And then we have our sending lots of love, and I have a wedding anniversary coming up on Monday. My husband and I are celebrating 24 years of marriage, and so I thought I could make this card for him. So I'm going to do sending lots of love. No. My heart belongs to you. That's the one I picked out. My heart belongs to you on the front, and love you on the inside, because that's perfect for Valentine's Day, don't you think? Okay, so my question to you is, what color should I use for the sentiment, for the front? Should I go with the real red, or should I go with the black? So this is going to be for the front. My heart belongs to you. I am going to fussy cut a bit around the sentiment. I don't normally do that, but I don't want to cover up this gold heart. So I think I'm going to do that. I am thinking too that I will add a, I thought I'd added a flower and leaves in gold. And so maybe like on the side, maybe that's too much. I don't know. What do you think? If we do the heart or the flower in red, maybe we should do the words in black. Or maybe we do, I don't know, maybe we leave the flower off and just do black. I'm seeing some conflicting responses. Joy says black and Lori says black. Kim says red. Heather agrees on the black. I'm kind of feeling like if we want to add our, if we want to add a flower, that the flower being in red, we should do the sentiment in black. And I've got a little strip of red paper for the inside. So I'm going to do love you here in black for the inside. I do just love that, like classic. Yes, exactly. Sharon just said it. Black is just such a classic. Black and red is such a classic combination for Valentine's Day or other heart-filled events. Do we have a little heart? I wish we had just like a little tiny heart. I would just like do a little punch. Do we have a heart punch? A little bit of, no, I don't have one that's great. Oh, I do. Hold on. I'm sorry. I shook the table. Ta-da! That little bee. The bee has a heart and two little hearts that beat as one. I can't be singing. I'm going to use my little scrap here and punch a little heart. I just feel like it needs a little like, love you. Or maybe 3 hearts. Right there. Okay. So I'm seeing a lot of black. I think we're going to do black for the front and we'll stamp a flower and then we'll just see as we put it together. Maybe we won't want the flower as we're putting the card together. Oh, Melissa says the Humble Home Punch has a heart too. I was thinking that there was something else that had a heart. You are right. That's a cute little heart too. A little bit smaller than the one I used. A new punch from the mini catalog if you haven't gotten this one yet. Awesome. Awesome. I gotta play with that. I need to make a card with that Humble Home. Do you guys have that bundle? Tell me in the comments what are you loving from the mini catalog. What would you like to see some ideas in upcoming videos out of the mini catalog? Out of the mini catalog. So leave a comment and let me know. I should have stamped in Versamark before I did the red. I saw that tip and it works. If you have really dark colors like blackberry or red or like melon mambo, berry burst, that can sometimes stain your stamps. If you stamp in a lighter color like petal pink or like Versamark first, then it kind of coats the stamp so that it doesn't stain, or it's less likely to stain. I do think that the leaves in gold would be really pretty. So I'm going to get out my embossing stuff here. That one aside, and we're going to use the embossing buddy. Gotta have the sound effects. And then some gold powder and oh, the Versamark is over here for the next project. Ooh, the ornament. Yes, I have that one and haven't played with it yet, so I'm excited to play with that one. That's a good one. Shepherd's Care. I ordered it and then I had somebody else who wanted it and it was out of stock. So I sent it to somebody and I need to order it again. Sophisticated Sled. Oh, I have some great projects with that one, Debbie. I shared some projects with that one when it first came out in July. So I'll have to see if I can find some old videos and send you a link. Remind me if I forget. Okay. Oh, thank you, Backyard Stamper, Kathy. You're so kind. Okay. Let's get this heated up. That was really loud. I'm sorry. Using our heat tool, we're going to heat our golden leaves. So fun. I love this new Wow embossing powder. Woo, just like magic. Okay. And we're going to, no, we have a die. We have dies for these. And we're going to fussy cut the words though. Let's get these out. Oh my gosh, that tape is for real. And I like that little post-it label cover-up tape to hold my dies in place. It's so perfect. So they don't move around. I'm going to send that through the die cutting machine. Oh my gosh, if we don't use that for another project, or if we don't use it on this project, I definitely have to save that for another project. That's so pretty. Or I could have put it inside. I already glued the heart down though. Okay, put away our dies before we lose them. Let's work on cutting out our words. Okay, so this is kind of a trend, cutting out around greetings, and I usually don't like to do it just because I don't like the fussiness of it. But I'm curious if this is a trend or a look that you guys like. Do you fussy cut around your words? We had a couple bundles where there were dies that cut close around the words. And honestly, I didn't really use those either. Even when I didn't have to do the cutting myself, I still didn't use those very much. I like a cleaner look, and so I just feel like having a straight piece for the greeting is just a cleaner look than cutting around. But in the case of putting this over another image, like the heart, I think it really helps to be able to show, oh, that was too close. See, that's why I don't like to do this, because then if you have a little oopsie, it is so noticeable. Oh my gosh, getting too close again. It's so tiny. It's so little. I noticed that the concept artists who stamp the samples for the catalog, that they really like fussy cutting. It seems like there's a lot of things that they cut out by hand that don't have dies. Okay, I'm so focused on what I'm doing that I'm not looking up to see your comments. Yeah, Michelle says she prefers the words with the dies. Yes, I agree. Anne likes to cut it out. Lynn likes that look too. I love it. Great question just coming in. So glad you're joining us. The products I'm sharing tonight are available right now for demonstrators. You can also get them in a starter kit, and they will be available to everybody when they launch on November 5th. So we still have a month. It's kind of a sneak peek tonight, a little bit of an unboxing that I'm sharing with you. So I hope you don't mind an early peek. I'll go back to sharing mini catalog stuff, but I was just excited to play with my new stuff. So I wanted to show you guys some of these amazing products tonight. Okay. So we have My Heart Belongs to You. What do you think? Do you like it? I don't know if I do. Is that bad? maybe when we add our, maybe when we add the flower on here, do I like that better? Okay, tell me what you think about the flower, because I am thinking about trying something with the words. Yay or nay in the flower, yes or no? Tell me what you think. And I am going to I'm gonna cut a piece. Oh, I like that tip, Melissa. Melissa says, she says, I'm the worst at keeping an even border, so she suggests to draw a border in pencil to give a line to follow as you're fussy cutting the words. That's a great idea. And then it'll kind of keep you where you want to be. So I was thinking, I wonder if I would like it better if I didn't fussy cut. Oh, I kind of do. I don't know, it's kind of bulky. And this particular sentiment, especially because it has the G and the Y that kind of bring it down, like I would love for it to be a skinnier, skinnier words. My heart belongs to you. Okay, so new question. I'll count up the flower, no flower. But new question, do you like this the rectangle, or do you like the fussy cut? One or two. Rectangle, no flower. Fussy cut, no flower. Okay, one, two, do. Okay, it looks like no flower is gonna be what we do, and I'll just save this flower for another time because it's so cute. All right, now fussy cut. I know Catherine says it's very bulky with the. I think I agree here. Fussy cut, fussy cut, fussy cut. Fussy cut, no flower. I think that's what's gonna win. We do have some embellishments to add, and so we'll add a few gold pieces there, and that is gonna be amazing. So let's get the stamps out of the way. Let's get this card put together. I'm gonna add a little bit of dimension to it. Rectangle under the hearts. Did we look at it this with that? Yes, Susan, I will add some small hearts instead of the flowers. All right, let's get this put together. I want to add some dimension to the front. That's what I was saying mid-thought, and then I got distracted by your comments. I'm going to put the designer paper layer on the front with Stampin' Dimensionals. But first, I want to center this heart with regular adhesive. So I am going to use the designer paper as a template, hold that down, and then put the heart in the middle. Perfect. And then I can come back and take this up, and this is going to go on with some Stampin' Dimensionals to add a little bit of dimension to our project. Would love this kit for a monthly purchase set. I think that I will be probably featuring this designer paper and this suite in probably in December, so that the cards go out in January, closer to Valentine's Day. So I think that will be the timing. of this one, but yes, it is planned to be used for a monthly kit. Vicky says, how about a rectangle at the bottom and flower on the heart? Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay. Let's see what we think about that. All right, so on dimensionals here, we get a little bit of dimension. I maybe should have added, it's not too late, we can still add more. Like when you're doing this with a larger piece, like you really need just like a whole bunch of dimensionals to get the height that you want all the way around. You know what I'm saying? So we just need to have more easier before you put it on, but not impossible after. Oh, get back down there. Okay, this is going to go on with dimensionals as well. And Debbie, yes, my team members do get to purchase my monthly card kits at a ridiculously cheap rate. It is so ridiculous. My team members get to buy my monthly kits for $5 a month. $5 a month. And they are exactly like the kits I send out when you place an order. So it's a pretty awesome deal. I usually do billing. I bill like 6 months at a time. So I send them for 6 months. And if you go inactive, then I cut off your subscription. So it's only a perk for active team members. All right. Someone suggested, who suggested here? Vicky suggested the rectangle at the bottom and the flower on the heart. I don't know, I feel like it gets lost down here with the paper being so busy. If anything, I would do it like a little bit higher so that it was more like, I don't know. I don't know. I think we are going to go with the fussy cut one. My heart belongs to you. And you guys voted no on the flower, but I do kind of like it. It just feels so plain without it, don't you think? Here is that inspiration card again. Let's add some sequins. I feel like we're kind of doing this out of order. Yeah. And you guys are like, no flower, no flower. Okay, so these sequins have large, medium, and small. And we are just going to add to the gold foil that's already on here. These are fun. Oh, there we go. It's tricky. It is so busy. Okay, I'm going with 5. There's a lot of gold on that corner, so I kind of kept him up here. Oh, thank you so much. Do you, Julie? I feel it, right? It is busy though. Like I don't know. I'm looking at it like on the screen where I'm watching the comments, and it's always different like on camera, like in person, you know? Sometimes I take a picture of my cards and then I stand back and I look at it, and I take a picture and I look at the picture and it looks totally different to me. So when I'm trying to decide A lot of times I do that. I take a picture and then I look at it on the camera and it looks totally different. Man, I am just so... If I did me, I would put the rectangle on there. I know, right? What would Jim like? This card is for him. He would not care, right? He would love it. I am gonna do me. I'm gonna do it just like that. I'm sorry, guys. You know what I say. I say this all the time. When you make this card at home, you can make it however you like. And I'm going to do it my way. Let's do a couple more dimensionals on here. I don't have to worry about the mail, so. I think we can still tell that it's a heart underneath. And slide that under a little bit. I love it. I do love that. Okay, this is going on with not a dimensional, regular adhesive. That's lovely. It'd be really funny if he like came on the live and told me how to make his card, wouldn't it? All right, there's our finished card. My heart belongs to you. Love you. I think he will love it. It's been a little while since I made him an anniversary card, I have to be honest. Sometimes I get so busy with stuff. I'm not always great about making cards and sending them as much as I should. Here is my finished card compared to my inspiration. I definitely kind of made it my own, and I love this version of it, but I love the blinged out version with all of the red too. So, all right, that was card number 1, but we got more. Online exclusives is not just the hearts. And if you're a demonstrator, it is kind of confusing. I should have printed out my little graphic. It's kind of confusing because to find the online exclusives, it's a little tricky. On the menu, on the demonstrator view of the website, on the main menu, scroll all the way down, and there is like categories called shop products, what's new, specials, and something else, shop by. And if you go under what's new, you're going to find the online exclusives pre-order, and you're going to be able to see all of the products because there are more than just the hearts and there's more than just the otters. In fact, let's take a little minute to talk about some of these other amazing products that are coming out. Yes, we've got some awesome stamp sets, and some of them come in bundles. Now, I didn't get a lot of the bundles. I just got stamp sets, some of which I will send to my team members for prizes, and some of which I will keep, like this beautiful Pretty Petals stamp set. It does have some coordinating dies, but I just thought these were so beautiful. It's actually a little bit smaller than I thought it was going to be. It looks like it's actual size here on the front cover. I just love this watercolor look. We've had some other flower stamp sets like this. I know you guys are like, too many flowers. But this style just really appeals to me, and I know I'm going to make some really pretty cards, so I'm excited, and I'm probably going to turn you on and want it as well. Our next one is this Umbrella Day stamp set. This one also has some coordinating dies, which I did not get, but you can imagine there's dies that die cut the images. Look at that little pup. Oh my gosh, that's my Gracie right there. Oh, oh, I might have to keep this stamp set now. We got 2 images of people with boots and umbrellas, and these fantastic sentiments. You are the umbrella to my rainy days. The storm will end and the sun will shine again, and be brave. This seems so appropriate too for all of our friends in the Southeast United States who are dealing with maybe the umbrella and the maybe the rain isn't the right image, but the sentiments truly are, aren't they? Our next one, this is a standalone stamp set called Perfect Pairs. Is this just the cutest? Like, I've got so many things to make anniversary cards with. We go together like salt and pepper, milk and cookies. You complete me, perfect pair. I love that. So stinking cute. The little cow head just to go on the milk. I suppose you could have a carton of something else. Oh my gosh. Do they? Yes, they still do cartons of milk at school, right? That is so nostalgic for for when I was in school. Coming up, they'd bring crates, the plastic crates of milk cartons to the room when we would have our lunch. I'm specifically remembering first grade when we would eat lunch in the classroom. Oh my gosh. Okay. So fun. Our next one is called Cake Celebrations, and there is kind of a similar stamp set, and it's what is it called? Something fancy cake or something like that. And it's kind of a cake builder stamp set. So I thought this was interesting that there is another cake builder stamp set. This one also has coordinating dies, and I really like the sentiments here. Celebrate, birthday, we got an anniversary, a happy wedding, and then day. And so this one is shown at 90%. So it's a photopolymer stamp set. Here's the actual size of the images. And so this is actually smaller cake images, I think, than the other stamp set. I'll have to do another video where I use this one and compare it to the current stamp set so you can see. But it's got some fun possibilities. I love the little candles, the flames, and then the little sparkles. So you can have sparkles or you can have flames on your candle. And just kind of some fun things to do. I think this could be a fun one to play with. And then this is exciting. This one is called Sharing, Loving, Crafting. That's a lot of ings. Sharing, Loving, Crafting. This one is intended for you if you are selling your Stampin' Up projects. So it is compliant with the Angel policy. There's 2 different copyright Stampin' Up stamps in it that you need to fulfill the Angel policy and put on the back of your projects if you're selling your handmade cards or handmade gifts using Stampin' Up images, because Stampin' Up images are all copyrighted. And so that's the simple Angel policy. You just need to add that on the back, and then everything needs to be hand stamped and not like, you know, machine made or whatever. Crafted with you in mind, sharing what I love, loving what I do. That's from the Statement of the Heart. Just to brighten your day, happiness inside, and a handcrafted by stamp for the back of your card. So this has just got some fun little options that fulfill that Angel policy. But I really like some of the words to add to the card too. All right, another new item. Oh, there's a new embossing folder that wasn't part of another suite. And this one is called Modern Herringbone. Isn't that fun? I kind of love that texture on there. It's totally giving snake vibes, snake skin. So you can create a fun card for a snake lover. I love that herringbone design. I think it's really versatile and is going to go with a lot of different things. And then another new thing that is coming is the color coach. This was something that we got at On Stage. It was kind of a special perk for On Stage, but now Stampin' Up has heard our feedback and they are making the color coach available to everybody. It comes in 3 pieces like this. So you're going to put your little brad through the center and then through the center on the big piece. And so this is corresponding with the pages in the annual catalog that talk about color theory, and you get a lot of that here on the back. So it says, use the complete color wheel as a tool to help you create beautiful color combinations for your craft projects. What color combination will you try? And so they talk about these different color theories, like using triadic colors that are evenly spaced around the color wheel, or analogous colors, 3 colors that are side by side, or monochromatic, where you just use kind of one color and pair it with shades of that color. So when you turn it around, you have those kind of indications. So if we wanted to make a card with triadic colors, we would choose from the colors that are showing up in the window. Or monochromatic, we would choose the colors that are kind of all together there. Complementary colors, we would go opposite ends. So we would use the greens with the pinks and the red violet, or we go here and do some orange red with the blue green. They kind of complement each other. So if you are color challenged, the color coach is going to be such a great way for you to kind of find the colors that go together. I often use the designer paper as a guide to know what colors go together, but this is something thing where you can just choose the colors you have. Like, okay, I know I have some cherry cobbler. What can I make with that? You know, like, okay, I can bring in some shaded spruce or garden green or the soft sea foam. Or I could do these shades of red that really go nicely together. If you want to make a monochromatic card, look at that pumpkin pie, pecan pie, crushed curry. So anyway, this is really helpful. I'm so excited. It's going to be available for everyone. Demonstrators can order this right now, and it will be available to customers and everyone starting November 5th when online exclusives launch. Now, I hope that Stampin' Up! Has a lot of these. I really do. It's possible that they will sell out. And so if that happens, just know that they will restock this. And so if you aren't able to get it right away when it launches, don't worry, it's going to come back and you'll have an opportunity to get it. All right, let's bring in our next little suite. Now I'm calling it a suite, but it doesn't actually have a flyer like the other one. So I'm just going to bring in the products and show you. And this one is so cute. It's called, well, the stamp set is called Otterly Amazing. And it has some coordinating dies, which are so fun. We can die cut the outline, but then we also have some like seaweed and some bubbles and some fish and a log. And then I don't know what this is. I guess just a piece. I can't wait to play with that some more. We got some die cut fish and some rocks and these cute little outline images. You're utterly amazing. Love you lots. We're cute together. So several different images here, and then we've got the amazing designer paper, which of course coordinates with images that can be die cut. Now this is, I'm showing you 6x6 here. It is a 12x12 designer paper. But we, of course, have the images that are going to die cut from the paper, like this one. The same die works for both. This one, the same die works for both. And then the other side, we've got these awesome, well, these are some more ink swirl kind of images. And then this die will die, or this and this use the same die. That's what I'm trying to say. Oh, just some really cute images. This reminds me of my trip to California. I went to San Francisco to visit my upline a few years ago, and she took us all over the place, including to the shore and to this aquarium. And it was so amazing. And the otters, I just remember the otters. They were awesome. Gosh, that was so long ago. It had to be probably 7 or 8 years. Oh my gosh, time flies, right? Oh, I love this with the little fish and the seaweed. And then some more imagery that you can cut and use on a card, and some more fishies there. This one is really, really cool. And I wanted to kind of preserve it, but also to show you how you can cut it. So this is also part of the paper. And it is, let me see if I can put it back together. Okay, so it is a 12x12 sheet, but it's one of those sheets that's designed to be cut into 4x6 pieces. So you can use them on card fronts, right? So you can use these. This one doesn't cut evenly at 6 inches. You'd be cutting off that otter's. You'd be cutting off his head. But if you cut it a little differently here, you could put that maybe on a card front, or you can use that on a scrapbook page. But I just thought this one was so cute because it does have sort of these easy card fronts. The other side are colorful rocks in the colors that are in this designer paper. Pretty Peacock, Lost Lagoon, Pecan Pie, Basic Gray, Smoky Slate, Gray Granite, and some of that Calypso Coral. Really cool paper, right? Oh, good question about the color coach. Oh gosh, I want to say it was like $12. Don't quote me on that. But I think that it was approximately, oh, thank you so much, Kathy. Yes, $12.50. Hey, I remember pretty well. All right, so the Utterly Amazing, we got this awesome paper, and I'm going to make a project with it. Oh, did I do, here we go. I'm getting all distracted. Our next thing is the Riverside Irregular Pearls. And this reminds me of some flat iridescent pearls that we had before. These are smaller and I would say flatter. And we've got some different colors. There's kind of like a white iridescent, more of a gray or gray granite, and then blue. They're really, really pretty. And then this is fun. It is Lost Lagoon soft cording. And it is kind of, it really is soft. I'm trying to find this. Come on. Actually want to use it on my project. There we go. It is very, very soft and silky, and kind of like definitely thicker than a linen thread. I actually thought it was going to be like that, that faux leather cording that we had a while ago, but I think it's kind of fun and interesting, a little different than other ribbons that we've had. So like I said, I was inspired by a sample from the catalog, and not catalog, a sample from the online store page, the product page. And this is the project that I printed out. This is actually a little box, but I wanted to make a card out of it. So I've got some pieces ready to go so we can make our project. And here is the inspiration. So we're going to make this into a little card. And I've got some pretty peacock for my cardstock. I have a designer paper piece that's 4 by 5 1/4. And then this is, I think, 2 1/4 by 4 inches. And this is for our greeting. And then I stamped, and we can color our otters, or we can cheat and use the pre-colored piece from the designer paper. Either way, I've also cut some of the detail dies here to kind of add some details behind the otters. And then we're going to use the sentiment, "We're cute together," and we're going to what are we going to do? Emboss. I don't have words. We're going to emboss. Okay, so quick vote. Should we color or should we use the designer paper? I do have my markers ready to go, but if you don't want to watch me color really quick, then we can just use the designer paper. You know how I feel about coloring, so it's up to you. You guys vote. Meanwhile, I'm going to get out some Lost Lagoon ink and do a little blending here on the bottom of the white. This is something that they did on the inspiration project, and so I'm going to do that as well. I just realized I forgot to print a picture of the third inspiration project, so you'll just have to trust me on it. I'm using the large blending brush here, picking up some ink, and then I kind of want to get off that harsh edge on the scrapbook paper. On a scrap paper, I'm bringing in some light movement here to add this color to the bottom of the cardstock and just kind of blend that in. You can do as dark or as light as you want, so you can pick up some more color and you can blend that in. I've got this one little piece right there. I don't like that little blob. Okay, that looks good. Just kind of a little blended blue, very subtle. As we add everything else, I think it's just really gonna pop nicely. All right, let's put that aside. Okay, color, use the DSP color, DSP, DSP color, DSP color, DSP, DSP. I think DSP just won, but I'll show you. Let's color really briefly. It's already die cut, which I thought I was smart to do that, right? For the things here on the side, I'm going to do a little Lost Lagoon. And I am going to kind of do every other with the dark and the light. And that is how it looks on a sample. So I just like that idea of kind of alternating. Excuse me. And then coming in with the light. And it's almost hard to tell the difference here between the light and the dark because they're so close. And then I have some of the Old Olive for these these other little like grass pieces. Just bringing in some other colors there. And for the under, what do you call that side? I think it's the belly, the under fur here. I'm using light crumb cake. And then switching over to light pecan pie for the face. Coloring makes me so nervous. Always on camera just because I feel like I rush and I don't take my time like I should. This one is a pretty easy one to color, and if I choose the designer paper, then I will have this colored and ready for my next card. Oh my gosh, they really are just the cutest together, aren't they? I always do light Stampin' Blends first, and then I come back with the darker color and just bring in some around the lines and around the edges. Trying to just have a real light touch here. By doing the light first and then adding the dark, the dark has something to kind of bleed into. And then you can always go back and kind of lighten it up. But see how over here, like it's already just like bleeding into the light really nicely. Coming back with the light again. I probably should have just been patient and it would have been fine. Anyway, I think it looks pretty close. I don't like the way I colored that last one. Let's ditch that. I'll save it for next time. And we'll move on to putting our card together with the designer paper. I'm going to do some more embossing using the white from the Wow Basics assortment. It has clear, white, and black. And I am going to bring in my, no, I don't have to do that. I've got this right here. I lost it. We're going to stamp in Versamark our sentiment, "We're cute together." Oh, that was crooked and I don't like it. Turn it over and do it again. Do I have a clock ticking in my room? I do actually have a clock ticking in my room. I forgot about that. It's behind me. It's so cute. The kids got me a clock for Christmas one year for my craft room, and it is really adorable. Can you hear it? Obviously, if you asked. All right, some white embossing powder and shake that off. So cute. And then this is gonna go, close that up, goodness me, right in here. It needs a better clean for next time, but this is good for now. Get our heat tool out. Just like magic. I thought you were asking, Alita, I thought you were asking about a metaphorical clock ticking. Oh, but here is my cute clock. Isn't it cute? It is on the top of my shelf. And it's behind me though, so like I'm not usually aware of it. I don't think about it, you know, like it's not there. But if I'm checking the time and turning around and like, why am I so hungry? Oh, it's dinner time. These are too long. I don't need the whole pieces, so I'm just gonna cut them off and use some liquid glue to apply here. Oh, it does look like the character from Beauty and the Beast. That's funny. What was I gonna say? Oh, one of the other things I wanted to tell you guys about, which I almost forgot, is there is a stamp sale that's going to happen next week. Stampin' Up just announced it. It's going to happen for 3 days only, October 7th, my anniversary, 8th and 9th, and it is 15% off of all stamp sets from the annual catalog. I'm going to work on a flyer this weekend for you that will show all the sale prices and everything, but 3 days, October 7th through the 9th on stamp sets. This does not include bundles, so it's just 15% off stamp sets, and most of the time the bundles are still going to be the better sale. Because you get 10% off the stamp set and 10% off the dies, and usually that price is better than 15% off just the stamp set. But anyway, I want you to know, mark your calendar, stamp sale coming next week, October 7th through the 9th. The other thing that's going on right now is the kits are all on sale. The kit collections, you can save up to 30% off all of the new kits. Well, all of the kits from the kids collection, including the 2 new kits. There is a cute little notebook kit, like a travel journal kind of a thing. Not travel journal, but a journal. And then the other one is a card kit. It's called Alpine Air, and I love it. I am going to go live sometime tomorrow and do the Alpine Air card kit with you. So you can see that one tomorrow because it's a World Card Making Day. And I'm excited about that new kit. So I'm saving that for tomorrow. I don't know when I'm going to go live, probably in the afternoon sometime. I'll try to figure it out and schedule it so that you can see if you want to join me. But Stampin' Up! Is doing a World Card Making Day event, and that is happening 2 to 3 p.m. Mountain Time tomorrow. The deadline to register was today, so hopefully you guys all got registered. I'm excited to see what they're going to create with ephemera pack from the annual catalog. And then on Sunday, Mom and I are going to share some projects featuring the Christmas ephemera pack from the mini catalog. So I am really excited about that. Make sure that you tune in on Sunday at noon Central Time to see what Mom and I create. And yeah, this is coming together beautifully. Yeah, so we're going to do, I think we're going to try to do some fun folds with the ephemera because the ephemera packs are so, you know, they're kind of pre-done images that are easy and ready to go for quick card making. So, you know, that's too quick. We got to make it harder, right? So we're gonna share some fun folds. I think, I don't want to speak for Mom. I think we're gonna do some fun folds with the ephemera so that you can do quick and easy cards that are also fun and stepped up a little bit. So you'll save some time with your ephemera pieces and you can spend that time to do something a little fancier. I'm gonna put this in the bottom right corner of the card, and then we're going to add our otters with dimensionals as well. So cute, right? I know, Alita, I might give him 2 cards. We'll see how good he is. We are cute together, so I think he would love this card. And then I could do like a little happy anniversary on the inside. That 2 cards seems like it might be overkill. I could give him this card for him to sign and give to me. Or the other way around. So I'm going to, I think I'm going to do a little angle here. Okay, I wanted it to go across the whole thing, but it's just a little short, so now I'm going to cut it shorter. And oh goodness. Oh, I was gonna do, oh my goodness. I forgot that I wanted to do the twine. I was gonna do it around the, not the twine, the cording. I was gonna do some cording around that piece. I'm just gonna have to do a bow and add it. You can pretend that it's tied around. Oh, it's so soft and pretty. Is that too much? I don't know, I kind of like it though. And I'm gonna put this on with a glue dot. And we've got to add some bling for sure. Our Riverside irregular pearls are just the perfect thing to tuck inside. And around. Oh my gosh. Do you love it? It's so stinking cute. Oh my gosh. Adorable. Tell me what you think about the otters. Yay or nay? I have to say I wasn't sure about the otters. You know, I don't know. I don't always get the animal ones, but when I saw the designer paper, that was kind of what took me over the edge. And what I love about the designer paper is that it has lots of great images. So even if you don't get the stamp set, you can make some cute otter cards with just the designer paper. And I think that that's really fun. So there you go, cute little otters. This is project number 2. I've got one more to share with you before we end our video tonight. And this is another new bundle that is available. I've got stuff everywhere. Here's our first card. There's our second card. Our last project is using another new bundle. This is the Happy Hibiscus hybrid bundle. Do you guys have any of these hybrid bundles? These are the ones where the die fits right inside the embossing folder, so you can die cut and emboss at the same time. It's so cool. So I'm going to use this one tonight. I'm bringing in some colors. I actually did a little lookup to see what color hibiscus flowers are, and they look like they are all kinds of different colors. So I brought in some Poppy Parade, Flirty Flamingo, Daffodil Delight, and Granny Apple Green. And I'm using almost every stamp. Almost every stamp in the set. I've got them all mounted and ready to go, and I've got my colors. Flirty Flamingo for the card base. This one is also inspired by a project that I saw from Stampin' Up concept artists, and the original project they used Pretty Peacock for the card base, and then they had this embossed piece on top, and I don't know, I just thought that the pink, it just felt more hibiscus to me. So I'm doing this one. Now, if you love the look of these hybrid embossing folders, we've got some other ones that are current in the catalog. So you don't have to wait until November to get your hybrid on. Happy Hibiscus has 2-step stamps. So there's an outline stamp, and all of those flowers are clustered together because the die is clustered together. So there's one stamp for the outline and then individual stamps for the inside. So you can have 3 different colors if you want to. And then I have the leaves, which are also 2-step stamping, and the sentiment, "You Make Me Smile." I have die cut this label from the coordinating die set. So it's got the stitching on the sides, which are kind of fun. And I also die cut the leaves ahead of time so that I could just stamp them. So I'm going to put this aside and we're going to do our stamping. I've got one for the inside, and so I might do like a couple of the flowers on there with our scrap paper, wherever that, where did the scrap paper go? Right here. And then the other piece is just for the whole flower image. So I'm going to use my Memento Black ink because that's the black I use for photopolymer stamps. And a little more here. Sometimes the first time you ink up photopolymer, sometimes the ink kind of pools up. So I'm just adding some more ink here. Oh my goodness. It helps too if you, when you get pools of ink like that, it helps sometimes to just clean the stamp, you know, with your chamois or whatever, just clean it off, and then it often stamps a little bit better. I wanted to add some of the flowers here at the bottom of the card inside too. So I'm going to ink up just kind of like that. Okay, and then we're gonna add the color. Okay, so I'm gonna do, you know what, I should, oh, hold on, we still need the black one. I'm gonna add some leaves here. That's good, yeah. I should have just done one leaf there, whatever. Okay, then we also have our die cuts over here, and this is challenging. It's actually easier to do this on a different color surface. So I've got white die cuts, so if I do it on the darker surface, I can better see where to put the stamp. Sometimes I think it's actually easier to die cut first and then stamp than it is to to die cut or to stamp and then die cut, especially when you have the photopolymer stamps like this. Bringing in now, the inside of the leaves are going to be green. I'm using Granny Apple Green and stamping. So pretty. So the stamp actually has like this built-in empty spot, and that kind of lines up with the black lines from the outline stamp. Oops, I didn't need to ink that again. So I just kind of like that extra little detail. All right, next up we're going to do our flowers. And I was thinking that I would do the large one in yellow. I don't know, when I think of hibiscus, I think of yellow. I'm using Daffodil Delight, and this fits right in there. Oh my gosh, it also has that amazing detail. Oh, I love that. This one I gotta tilt the right way, get that in there. So pretty. And then the one thing I would say was I was looking at these, and a lot of times they had like red around the center, and I was thinking I should do a little sponging, like a little sponge dauber to add red detail to the center of the flower. But I forgot, so we're just gonna go with it. And lastly, we're gonna bring in some of the Flirty Flamingo. Now these hibiscus flowers make me think of Hawaii, and I would like to go to Hawaii. Maybe next year for our 25th anniversary, we'll go to Hawaii for our anniversary. That would be lots of fun. Hint, hint, Jim, if you're watching. Our You Make Me Smile is going to be in black ink on the label. And in hindsight, I'm wondering if I should have done that in a different color. maybe I could have done like a yellow label. I think it'll be all right. Let's go ahead and glue this down. We're going to bring the die cutting machine up here so you can see how this hybrid embossing folder works. Aren't these colors awesome? Yes. Oh my gosh, I love them. Okay, so this is just straight embossing folder on there. So you can use it just as an embossing folder. You don't have to use it with the die. But then you can also use the die and the stamps and everything all together. Okay, so I think, now I'm wondering if the original sample did not have it embossed and die cut and stamped. We're gonna do it. We'll see how it turns out. Okay, so the die kind of locks into place in the grooves on the logo side. I think it's on the logo side, isn't it? Yeah, it should be this side. There. Okay. And then we're going to place, this is the tricky part. We're going to line up our flowers. Oh my gosh. Yes. Hold tight. Okay, bringing it up here. I'm using one platform with no flat die adapter and the gray specialty plate, which is number 4. And we're going to send this through. Okay, as I've said with other, oh God, that was loud, sorry. As I've said with other hybrid embossing folders, you can emboss and die cut, or you can stamp and emboss and die cut, or you can stamp and die cut. So there's so many ways to use this. Now I did stamp ahead of time, but the embossing just adds some really awesome texture. I don't know how well it comes through on camera, but just kind of a fun little detail onto those stamped images, which are so dynamic now. All right, let's put these aside. Let's put this back in here. The die set also includes a circle label, some detailed leaves, and some detailed flowers to create your projects with. Bringing our card base back in. That Flirty Flamingo piece, by the way, was 4 by 5 inches. So there is extra room at the top and bottom, which matches the inspiration project that I forgot to print out. I'm sorry. We're going to kind of cluster our flowers over here, and we'll add our sentiment, "You make me smile." And then we got to put some of these leaves in. I just love all of the amazing colors here. Oh, let's get out our dimensionals and get this card put together. I'm thinking about embellishments. What kind of embellishments? I feel like some sequins would be really good on this. And so I'm gonna have to see what I can pull out. Some bright sequins. Oh, you know, I'm thinking we have a sequin set that has pretty peacock and white and pink in it, and that would be really perfect for this one. I guess we do have a little anniversary theme going on with our online exclusive cards tonight. We've got the the hibiscus, which is my anniversary trip I'm hoping for next year, and then we have our otters, which are so cute together, and of course the love card, the anniversary card that we started with. Let's see, I want them to be in the upper right corner. I think my cluster is just a little bit different. Oh, Sharon, you're so funny. Try to recruit Kathleen, I'm sorry. And yes, this bundle, everything I've been showing you tonight, will be available November 5th. So coming up really soon. If you don't join as a demonstrator, you'll have that opportunity to get this very soon. Okay, I did 4 leaves just because I was stamping in pairs, but I think I do like having the 3 of them, right? Because everything we always do in 3s. So I'm going to save this one for another project. Let's get out the sequins that I was thinking about, and we can add some of these. There's a lot of great options, but these are the ones that I was thinking of because of this awesome pink sequin, but I really like the white ones. And the the peacock ones are good too, but I think for our card, either the white or the pink would be amazing. And so I'm actually going to do I just want to do a whole bunch. And kind of, my thought was that they would kind of like cascade down the card a little bit. There we go. That's an odd number. You make me smile. Isn't this hibiscus so pretty? The name of this bundle, again, is Happy Hibiscus. I had to double check. And this is going to be available November 5th, very soon. Demonstrators can order it now. And if you join as a demonstrator, you can get it in your starter kit right now. And so tonight I was sharing a sneak peek of some things that are coming out in the new online exclusives. But there's so much going on right now. So if you're not able to get these things quite yet, make sure you take advantage of the stamp set sale. Make sure you take advantage of the 30% off the kits collection. And we still have so many amazing things in the mini catalog for you right now. So I just want to say thank you for watching. Thank you for being here with me tonight. I always have fun stamping, and I needed that stamp therapy a little bit more this week, I think, than I have before. So thank you for being here with me and watching. If you enjoyed tonight's video, please give it a thumbs up. If you've been watching for this long, I'm sure you're already subscribed, but if you're not, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Ring the bell for notifications. That means you'll get a message. You'll get a notification when I go live, when I have scheduled videos. You'll be the first to know. Oh, tell me which one is your favorite. What are you excited about of all the online exclusives that I shared with you tonight? What are you excited to get? I shared some of the stamp sets that are coming out, the new designer paper, the embossing folders. Oh, I have some mail call to share. Is it too late? Should we do that? There's one. Do I have all the cards? Oh, there's 2 more in the kitchen. I'll save them for next time, because we're already running late. So we'll do mail call next time, next Thursday. All right, coming up, we've got tomorrow, World Card Making Day. Tune in for a kit together. Not really a kit together because you probably don't have yours yet, but I'm going to show you the new Alpine Air card kit. We're going to make that tomorrow sometime. I haven't committed to a time, but I'm thinking early afternoon, maybe right before Stampin' Up's event, which is at 2 o'clock Mountain Time. That's 3. So yeah, let's do 2 o'clock Central Time. I'm just going to set the time right now. 2 o'clock Central Time right here. We're going to put together the Alpine Air kit. I'm going to show you lots of other kit projects because those are all on sale up to 30% off. I'll show you the 2 new kits, and we'll put the Alpine Air together. It's a really fun kit. I'm excited about that one. So that's going to be tomorrow to celebrate World Card Making Day. And then tune in, of course, on Sunday for more ephemera pack projects. With Mom and I, we're going to do some Christmas ephemera pack. Tuesday night on the 8th, I've got my first swap video for October. I cannot wait to show you the amazing projects that you guys have sent in for the out of the box theme for our great big card swap on October 8th. And then next week on the 10th, I may pre-record. We'll see what's going on. That is Elisa's birthday next week. And so we'll have a video, but it just might be recorded ahead of time for you. So if that is the case, thank you for your understanding in advance. All right, you guys, thank you so much. Loving to see all your comments. Hibiscus, otters. Oh, you love them all. I love that. All right, well, thanks again, and make sure that you give the video a thumbs up, and I will see you tomorrow. Come back tomorrow, 2 o'clock Central Time, for some Alpine Air and kit kit showcase. We're going to look at all those kits that are on sale. Have a great evening. Have a great weekend. I'll see you soon. Bye, everybody.